Hello everyone, welcome to Z, the Space Fanatics. Today we're talking about the robot revolution happening right now on Mars. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell before we get started. It's possible that right now you're thinking, Mars? Robots? What does one have to do with the other and how do they even relate? It has come to light that robots are playing a significant part in both the exploration and colony efforts being carried out on the Red Planet. And in this video, we're going to do a deep dive into the world of Martian robots and take a look at how they're altering the future of space exploration. So let's get started. Have you ever fantasized of going on a trip to Mars? It's a fascinating, faraway realm that looks both tantalizingly close and impossibly far away, and it's this location that has captured the imaginations of mankind for millennia. Even if sending people to Mars is still only a pipe dream, we have already dispatched a large army of robots to the Red Planet to investigate, analyze, and clear the path for potential future human journeys. These machines are available in a wide variety of configurations, ranging from compact rovers about the size of a golf cart to gigantic landers that are capable of transporting tons of apparatus and supplies. In addition to this, they are outfitted with a vast array of sensors, cameras, and other scientific gear, which enables them to conduct incredibly precise research on the surface, atmosphere, and environment of Mars. But why would anyone ever consider sending robots to Mars in the first place? Why not just send actual people instead? To be honest, there are a few explanations for this. To begin, sending robots into space is a significantly less expensive and labor-intensive endeavor than sending humans. Sending a human mission to Mars is not only a risky proposition, but it also demands a significant investment of time, money, and other resources. There is always the possibility that something may go wrong during the journey, or that the astronauts would encounter difficulties or perils once they get on Mars. On the other hand, robots can be transported to Mars for a reasonable cost, and unlike humans, they do not have to worry about sustaining themselves in terms of food, water, or oxygen. They are also able to function for considerably longer periods of time than humans because they do not have the need to sleep or take pauses during their work. Robots, on the other hand, are obviously much more equipped to deal with the severe circumstances that exist in space. Mars's atmosphere is so thin that it offers very little protection from the harmful effects of cosmic radiation, making the planet's surface icy, arid, and covered with dust. Robots are able to resist these conditions significantly better than people can, and they can continue to perform their tasks and collect data even when the conditions are at their most worst. However, the potential to pave the way for future human expeditions to Mars is perhaps the most intriguing reason to send robots to the Red Planet. Robots can assist us comprehend what it would be like for humans to live and work on Mars by doing research on the Martian environment and accumulating data on the planet's climate, geology, and possible resources. These things can be learned through observation of the Martian environment by the robots. And with each successive mission, we are gaining a deeper and more comprehensive understanding of this mysterious world. For instance, recent research has shown that Mars formerly had a significantly denser atmosphere and liquid water on its surface. Furthermore, it is possible that there is currently water ice buried beneath the surface of the planet. In addition, we have discovered traces of microbial life that existed on Mars in the distant past, and we are getting a better idea of how the planet has evolved over time. The robot revolution on Mars, however, is not just about exploration and scientific discovery, it is also about laying the way for future human colonies on the Red Planet. We are getting closer and closer to the day when people will be able to live and work on Mars for extended periods of time because to the advancements that have been made in robots and artificial intelligence. Imagine a day in the future when people and robots collaborate to build self-sufficient colonies on Mars. These colonies would use the planet's resources to produce electricity, food, and other essentials for survival. Imagine a situation in which people are able to explore Mars in a more permanent capacity, rather than simply as tourists. It might appear to be science fiction, but it's actually getting closer and closer to being a reality every single day. The question is, how exactly is this robot revolution taking place on Mars? Who are the major participants, and what are the technologies that are at the forefront of this movement? First and foremost, there are numerous space agencies located all over the world that are currently dispatching robots to the surface of Mars. These include the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, the European Space Agency, the Russian Space Agency, and others. Since these organizations have been sending robots to Mars for several decades, they have accumulated a vast amount of knowledge and experience in the design, construction, and operation of devices of this level of complexity and sophistication. However, the space agencies are not the only ones leading the robot revolution on Mars. There are also commercial companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin, along with others, that are working on the development of their own robotic missions to Mars. These businesses are driven by a multitude of motives, including a desire to satisfy their scientific curiosity and investigate uncharted territory, as well as the possibility of making a profit from their efforts. The robots themselves are another factor to consider, of course. The advancements that have been made in robotics, artificial intelligence, and other technologies have allowed for these robots to become more intelligent and powerful. Some of the most advanced robots on Mars are capable of traversing the surface of the planet on their own, using sensors and cameras to guide them through the environment and help them avoid hazards. Others may choose to employ lasers or drill holes in the earth in order to investigate the makeup of the rocks and soil. In addition, some of them have highly developed arms and manipulators that give them the ability to carry out tasks and conduct research in real time. The question now is, what does the foreseeable future hold for the robot revolution on Mars? Although it is difficult to predict with absolute certainty, it is abundantly obvious that robots will continue to play an essential part in the exploration and colonization of the Red Planet. We will be able to send more advanced robots to Mars as we continue to acquire new knowledge about the planet and create new technologies. These robots will also be capable of performing an increasing number of tasks as we do so. Who knows, maybe one day we'll see robots establishing and operating their own settlements on Mars, fully independent from human authority. Who knows what the future holds? It might seem like something out of a science fiction novel, but with the rate at which technological innovation is occurring, anything is feasible. So that's it for today's video on the robot revolution on Mars. I hope you had fun with it and discovered something interesting about the part robots are playing in the exploration and settlement of Mars through the use of artificial intelligence. In the event that you have any inquiries or feedback, please make sure to post it in the comments box down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Z for even more incredible content related to science, technology, and space. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.